Hello guys and welcome back. It's me Abby here, and today I'm going to be showing you a recipe I saw on TikTok on how to make 1-minute cookies. Let's get into it. Okay, so what you're going to need is some brown sugar, butter, flour, I'd say about 1/4 cup, a spoon, a bowl to mix it all in, a plate, and some parchment paper. Oh! And chocolate chips, but I'll get the chocolate chips out later. First off, we're going to make sure we have everything cleaned. I already tried this out to make sure it works and stuff, so don't worry guys. I'm not tricking you guys on this. Oh, you also need milk. So first off, we're going to sprinkle in some brown sugar. And then you can go ahead and, if you don't think that's enough, take a spoon and just a little bit, sift it a little bit and put it in. About that should be good, or less even. I'm only making it for one person, so I'll put less. And you're going to go get your milk, which I forgot to grab. It's a good thing I'm in my kitchen. You're going to pour a little bit in. You're going to take a spoonful or two of your butter, and you're going to melt that. Put away your ingredients as you go, very important. Don't want to have a messy kitchen now, do we? I'm only adding a little more brown sugar because that didn't look like it was enough. Now I'm going to take a spoonful of my butter. Whoops. A spoonful of my butter, about that much. I'm going to take my 1/4 cup and put it in. Maybe a little more. Whatever didn't come off the spoon, I'm just going to scrape with my finger into the bowl. A little more. There we go. That should be enough. And we're going to pop this in the microwave for about, I'd say 25 seconds. If not, put it in for another 5 seconds. Putting away as we go. I'm going to start getting my flour ready. I'm just grabbing a different one for the flour. Butter's not completely melted, so I'll put it in for another 5 seconds. You know what, we'll do it for another 10 seconds. So I'd say with the amount of butter I was doing, you should do about 35 seconds in the microwave. Or longer, actually. Put it in for another 10. There's still a piece of butter that hasn't melted. My goodness. There we go. We're going to pour our butter in, and now we mix. The butter is a bit overwhelming last time, so I put in less than I did last time. So hopefully it's not too overwhelming this time. If so, I'll add like a splash of vanilla or something. Now we're going to get our flour. And there we go. And we just mix our flour in now until it becomes like a cookie dough consistency. So you can tell it's starting to become cookie dough-like. There we go. I guess that was the perfect amount. Huh. Who would have thought? Now when I was doing it, I accidentally overcooked one of my cookies and it was hard. It didn't taste very right. So I'm just gonna say only put your cookies in for about a minute. Will they stick together? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, only put your cookies in for about a minute. Don't put it in for longer, even if it seems like it needs it, don't. The minute is good. Or even just a minute and 5 seconds. As you can tell here, I'm just sliding off the rest of the cookie dough. Gonna have some, because why not? I think it's good. I don't think it's gonna need any vanilla or anything. Well, slide back up. This is when you're going to take your parchment paper. Oh, chocolate chips. I'm being so silly. You can go ahead and get your chocolate chips. Mine are always in the freezer because that's where my mom puts them. If I can open the bag. I did earlier, so that shouldn't be too hard. Unless it is. What the heck? There we go. I did it, guys. And you're just going to sprinkle some chocolate chips in and fold them into your cookie dough. See, I put my spoon away. I would recommend using your spoon if you haven't washed your hands. I have before this, and I didn't touch any of the ingredients with my bare hands, or anything else with my bare hands. So I'll just go ahead and put my hands in here. I do have my safe food handling certificate, guys. Do not worry, I know what I'm doing. And then all you're going to do is just kind of keep folding that in. Now your parchment paper comes in. So we're just going to set this off to the side. Throw those over there. I'm going to give my hands a quick wash. Just so they don't feel so grimy when I go to grab the parchment paper. You're going to take your scissors and take your parchment paper. You don't need a lot, just a little bit. And you're just going to cut. So you have about a strip like this. That's going to go on your plate. Of course, depending on how much batter you have, see, mine's pretty big, so I won't make that just into one cookie, I'll make two. You'll cut off your ends, so you can put the other cookie somewhere else. And these will go on, and those will go there. We're going to take our cookie dough again, we're going to separate the ball. And we're just going to roll that into a little ball size, roll the dough, put it onto our parchment paper and squish it down. Then we're going to go ahead and put it into our microwave, which I have right here, for about a minute. And let that cook. Be back when it's done. The cookie's done, so I'm going to take it out. Should look like that. A little squishy, but it's pretty good. And then we're just going to swap this cookie out for one of our extra parchment papers. Also remember, tidy up your mess as you go. And put the cookie. It is hot, remember that, guys, so be careful. You don't want to burn yourself. And we're just going to do the same thing to the other dough ball. Roll it in, flatten it down with the palm of your hand, put it in the microwave for about a minute. 100. Some of you guys have different microwaves. Mine is just you hit the buttons to the amount of times you want it and it starts cooking. Be back when it's done. Our other cookie is now done. This one had a lot more chocolate chips, so you can tell that it's been melting. There's our cookie, guys. Again, like I was saying, soft, but not squishy. Now all we're going to do is slide over this parchment paper, take these ones, and throw them in the fridge for about 10-15 minutes, just because of how hot they are, so you don't want them to eat them right away. Put them on. You can either put, if you don't want to wait like 15 minutes for your cookies, just, I'd say put them inside the freezer. I'm putting mine in the fridge, so I'll be back to show you how they. So the cookies are done. I got them out of the fridge. Chocolate chips are still very melty, as you can tell. But I'm going to separate the one that's not full of chocolate chips, just so you can see the consistency of how soft these guys are. Looks like it's gonna break that way. It looks a little strange and bizarre, but like a croissant. Croissant. So the outsides are a little hard on this guy, but oh well. I'm gonna try it. The taste is definitely a lot better than the last batch I made. Only because I put way too much butter. I mean, way too much butter. This isn't too overpowering, it's pretty good. Now for the one with the tons of chocolate chips. It's a little hard as well, this guy. But we'll still try it. The chocolate chips make it so much better. Like, you could do it without chocolate chips. Personally, I'm gonna do it with chocolate chips. I'm gonna be giving these cookies a total of a 9.5 out of 10. The recipe that I followed, I would have to give it a 6. There was no full instructions. It was just, you pour some stuff, some of this, some of that. Nothing fully right. Like, it didn't say, oh, you don't want your cookies to be hard, you want them to be soft. I was just assuming they should be soft instead of hard, because the harder ones were not that good. So, oh well. There's not really anything bad I can say about the cookies in total, though. The baking process is easy. You could probably make a bunch. However, I'm not sure if you can put more than one in at a time. I'm not sure how this would work for like a massive batch. Give it a try, I guess. But for now, Thunder Fam,